Hi all, welcome to Life in a Share Market. So today's topic we want to discuss about the company Just Dial. So the share which is running right currently at 332. So a few weeks back there was a buyback offer from the company. So there are a lot of inquiry from the investors thinking, is this the right time to buy or can we make a quick buck at this time because of the buyback offer? So according to our advice or recommendation, and before any information, we want to make sure that any advice we give it's only purely for educational and learning purpose, so that you take our advice, take others' advice, and you take a right call and you invest accordingly. Do not blindly invest according to what we say. So it's just purely for education purpose, and we do not guarantee on the numbers or whatever advice we say, but we would try to be as much as genuine as possible. So, if you see a pattern of Just Dial from the last year, before COVID hit, before lockdown hit, if you see, it was in a downtrend pattern from August, July, August. You could actually see that the share was already on a downtrend. When it came close to December, January, the share which was started with 800 plus, it came up to 500, 530, and in January it was just playing around in 500, and after lockdown it just completely fell down. So for new investors, I would personally would not suggest or advise you to buy Just Dial at this moment just because you heard the news of buyback offer. At least I personally would not buy Just Dial just because of buyback offer. But for the people again, there are a few percentage of people who do want to take some risk and want to earn some 20, 30, 40 extra uh, bucks from the share. You can definitely buy the share. So the best price to buy, I would always suggest the best price to buy only for the people who want to take a risk and who want to just go with the flow and with the news at the moment. So I think at the moment the price is around 332. I think if it comes down to 325, 322, 330 in between, if you buy it, there are all chances of it going back to 350, or it can fall down to 250, which it was in the past few weeks back. So after the before they announcing the news of buyback, it was running in 250, and post the announcement, it almost touched 425 plus. So even after announcing, now after post 2 weeks, after 425, it's fallen down to 330. So you know the value of the share now. So it can fluctuate. So there is no guarantee that it can get you more money. But still, if you want to take a risk, I would suggest the best price to buy would be 320 to 330. You can buy, and the moment you get 350, 360, in case if it goes positive, I would personally suggest you can sell it, not keep it for long term at this moment. I personally would not buy this dial as a new buyer. I don't have this dial in my portfolio, so we're just doing analysis uh, for investors who've been inquiring because of the buyback offer. So the risk factor now, getting into risk factor, where I cover the topic of risk factor. Risk factor at this moment it's high because you could see a downtrend in Just Dial from August, September. It's been falling down, and in lockdown it's further reduced now to 330. So there are always risk of it further falling down because the market is still not corrected. It's still in the shaky mode, so it can still go down. So whatever amount you're putting in, it definitely adds on to the risk. So the risk factor is a little higher, but only if you want to go with the news of buyback. There are certain people want to go with the flow, and with the buyback offer, you can just risk by putting a small buy, and if it increases by some good news, I think you can sell it and book a profit, or else you can keep a stop loss of 300 and buy it now for 330. If it was lesser than 300, I would suggest you to just sell and exit from this type. Percentage of investment, at this moment, as I said, I would not suggest any percentage of investment on Just Dial. Only for the investors who want to experiment with different shares can put some 10-20% of their share, just like playing around with money, who likes to take risk and who are adventurous in shares, so they can take the risk and buy Just Dial share. Overall, as a company, it's not a bad company. They've been in the online search tool for a long time, and they've been successful uh, amongst the competitor. They're good, so there are always chances of bouncing back. But again, the share value amount may not come back to how it was earlier for 800. May or may not, but it will take a very long time because all the business are down, and all the business. I think people will know how the Just Dial works because they need to get the payments and for the listings when the business itself is suffering. I don't think so much people will be paying for the listing. So that will impact, that will in a way somehow impact Just Dial business. So there are always chances of business going down, and your share value can go further down as well. So personal suggestion would be no, not to try Just Dial at this moment. But again, as I said, experiment. You can give some certain percentage and leave it for few sections like 5 to 10 sections of share market. See if it's rising. If it's rising, book a profit and sell and exit, or else I would say stay away at this moment. Thank you guys. That's all about Just Dial. Uh, and I would again request if you have any questions or queries, you can always put in a comment, uh, and I would try to definitely revert. And please like and subscribe, which again I would say it's motivate us. And again, all our videos are only for educational purpose. And there is no guarantee, but we try to give genuinely any advice so that we save your money, and we don't want you to lose money as well. So that's the reason our all suggestion will be purely genuine. So thank you guys. Thank you.